Yo, what's up everyone? We just finished the Edmonton Oilers franchise mode. Well, we didn't just finish it, I think we finished it like last week. But now I'm going to go alphabetically ordered. So after the Oilers, we are now going to do the Arizona Coyotes. And I have no idea, but this team sort of looks good. Like we have Mathis Maselli, Nick Schmaltz, Clayton Keller, then Jason Zucker, Logan Cooley, Lawson Krause, then Dylan Gunther, Nick Bukestad, the former Oiler, Travis Boyd, Travis Kerfoot, Adam Radzicka, Baron Hayden for the forwards. Then defense, we have Yanis Moser, Shane Dursey, Matt Dumba, Yuso Valimaki, Travis Dermond, and Troy Stretcher. And then for goaltenders, they have Connor Ingram and Krell Vadmalka. So this team, as I said, looks good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade away lots of old players like Jason Zucker, Travis Boyd, Nick Bukestad, Alex Kerfoot, all of them, and get prospects back. And same with like Connor Ingram and Carl here. Just, to make it sort of like the now Arizona Coyotes, because what this team looks like, it's a playoff pusher sort of thing, which we shouldn't be. So I don't know if the six will go through, but we have Adam Radzicka, because he's 24 and he's an 81 overall. And we're going to get Lucas Reichel, which is 78 overall, but he's 21. And we're hoping to get a sixth back. They say no. Get rid of the sixth. They say no. We put in a seventh. And they accept. So now what I'm hoping to get is Matt Dumba over to the Columbus Blue Jackets for Kirill Marchenko. Are they willing to go 1-for-1? Nope. But will they take a lovely seventh? No. Okay, what if we just go up 2 and they take a fifth? Nope. I mean, it's pretty well on our side. But Marchenko, they're probably holding on to him because he is young. So if we put next year 6th, and they accept. Okay, so now we're going to put Jason Zucker and Nick Bukestad over to the Los Angeles Kings for Pierre-Luc Dubois for a 4th and a 6th. Send that over and they accept. Okay, so we're going to be sending Travis Boyd over to New Jersey for Kevin Ball. I believe that's how you say it. And a 7th. Hopefully they say yes. They say no, but get rid of the 7th and they accept. Okay, so now we're going to be trading Michael Carcone, which is in the AHL, and trading him over to the Rangers for Capo Caco. Will they go 1-for-1? No. But if we add a next year 7th rounder, they say yes. This sort of seems stupid. But I might need to add a couple trade picks, but we're offering, who's this? Travis Dermont, Connor Ingram, and one of our AHL guys, to Josh Norris, Mads Sogard, Eunice Corpusalo, Riley Gregg. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So they say no. But if I add a Los Angeles Kings 4th, they still said no. What about a 4th and a 6th? And they say yes. But anyway, I could do like a 5th and a 6th. So I don't have this year's 5th, but I have next year's 5th. And they say yes to that too. So now we're going to do Troy Stretcher, Josh Brown in a 6th for Cam York. They say no. But what if we do a 7th with that? They say no. What if we turn that 7th into a 5th? They say no. So if that 5th turns into this year's 4th. They don't want to get rid of him, and I sort of understand. So what if we go next year's 4th? So 2/4. Still nothing. Okay, what if we do 2/4? They are really milking us right now in a 5th. And they accept. Holy God. So now I'm just going to move some guys that have AHL potential over to the Toronto Maple Leafs for Ryan Reeves. And they accept. Okay, so we're going to try this guy and this guy, both not even signed. A 2nd and a 7th for Atu Rata and Vasily Podkalazin. They reject. Offer a 6th. They say no. So what if we get rid of all that and try to get Atu Rata? They say no. Didn't mean to press on him. But instead of going all the way down, we just go to the 7th here. Oh, come on. A 6th, and they accept. I highly doubt this, but we're going to do Velmelka, a 2nd, a 7th, a 6th, and a 5th for Jasper Wallstead and Brandon Duhaime, just to make the contracts, or like to make the salary cap good. Because you can see we've retained half of Velmelka's contract. They actually say yes to this. What if we get rid of the, get rid of the 5th? Can we do this like that? No, of course not. But we can do this probably with 7th. Yes. Oh my God, I didn't think that would ever work. Like, I sort of think I made this team hell of a lot better. Because we have Mathis Maselli, Nick Schmaltz, and Caden Keller, and then Lawson Krause, Josh Norris, Redley Gregg, then Nick Newhook, Logan Cooley, Kirill Marchenko, then Capo Caco, Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Dylan Gunther. Defense, we have Jameis Moser, Shane Dursey, Victor Soderstrom, Cam York, Eunice Valimaki, and Kevin Bahal. And then for goaltending, we have Eunice Corpusalo, which we'll probably get rid of him after the person we got off of the Sens sort of grows, and Jasper Wallstead. This team might make the playoffs, to be honest. And guys that won't be able to make the roster this year is Baron Hayden, Jack McBain, Lucas Reichel, Ryan Reeves, and Atu Rata. And then for goaltending we have Mads Sogard, which will not make the team this year. So now we're looking at contracts, and Shane Dursey is looking for a bag. He's 86 overall. He should grow more. So if I can sort of get him for like 6'5", I guess I'll be fine with that for like the next... Actually, if we do that, I wouldn't mind like 6'1". Yeah, I wouldn't mind like 6'125" for a contract for Shane Dursey. Then Moser needs a contract, which I might hold off on. So if we sign Mirchenko for the next rest of this rebuild, we could probably get him for like 2.5. And then looks like Capo Caco. For the rest of this rebuild, we could probably get him for 1.3. Then Soderstrom. Rest of this rebuild, we could probably get him for 1.8. Valmaki. I mean, I'll do 2 for Valmaki. Now, Jack McBain. Or not Jack McBain, Baron Hayden. He's wanting 3.1. So if we do like 2.7, we should be good. And it looks like the rest, well, Lucas Reichel here. He's wanting 5 million. Well, there it's 4 million. So I'll just hold off on him. Ryan Reeves is good. Etu Rata is good. And then I'll just sign everyone else that needs a contract that's in the AHL. And Sogard also needs a contract, which I could probably do 1.3 for the rest of this rebuild. With that, I could probably go 1.2. Let's try that. So, AHL guy says yes. Krill Marchenko says no. Capo says no. Sogard says no. Kessling says no. Soderstrom says no. Why is everyone saying no? Baron Hayden says yes. So does Douglas. Ben also says yes. Milo says yes. Sean Jersey says yes. That was the big one that we needed to sort of get out the way. Marchenko wants 4.5 or 4.1, which I'm not willing to give him, so I will wait on Marchenko now. Moser still wants his ridiculous contract. Capo Caco, he's wanting 1.8, so then I guess I'll give him 1.7 then. Soderstrom is wanting 3 million, so I'll give him, even though I don't want to, 2.8. Valmaki is wanting 3.2, so then I'll just give him 3. And then lots of AHL guys said no to theirs, so I'll just give them another. Echo says yes. Mad Sogard said yes. Michael Kessling said yes. Soderstrom said yes. Kalichanke or Vlad Skidley guy. Uso Valimaki, yes. Us with Clayton Keller at 67. Mathis Mackie with 51. Nick Schmaltz with 50. Josh Norris with 46. Krill Marchenko with 44. Pierre-Luc Dubois with 40. Lawson Krause has 34. Shane Dursey with 32. Ridley Gregg with 26. Alex Newhook with 24. Cam York with 23. Dylan Gunther with 21. Janice, whatever, Moser. Logan Cooley with 17. Capo Caco with 15. Yusuf Velamaki with 14. Kevin Bow with 7. Victor Soderstrom with 6. And then for goaltenders, we have Eunice Corpusalo, 25, 17, and 8. 3 shutouts, a 909, and a 286. Then Jasper Wallstead with a 5, 6, and 2 record, 0 shutouts, an 898, and a 332. That is not a good performance by Jasper Wallstead. League, we have David Pasternak with 83. Brad Marchand with 77. Austin Matthews with 76, tied with Patrick Kane. Then Nick Suzuki with 74. Alex Ovechkin and Nathan MacKinnon tied at 72. Mika Zibanejad with 71. William Nylander with 70. With Anze Kopitar to round out your top 10. And then for goals, we have David Pasternak with 42. Cole Caulfield with 41. Mika Zibanejad and Connor Bedard both tied at 36. Jeff Skinner with 34. Austin Matthews with 33. Austin Matthews and Alex Ovechkin didn't really realize this, but ties in goals, assists, and points with 72, 40, and 32. Patrick Kane with 31, tied with William Nylander. And then Timo Meier with 30 to round out your top 10 for goals and points. For defensemen, Cale Makar and Adam Fox both tie in points for 65. Charlie McAvoy with 59. Josh Morrissey with 56. Erik Karlsson with 54. Jared Spurgeon with 53. Seth Jones with 51. Morgan Riley, Rasmus Anderson, Vince Dunn, Victor Hedman, all tie at 50 to round out your top 10 for defensemen. Now for goaltenders, Cam Talbot with 34 wins. Andrei Vasilevsky and Jacob Markstrom with 33. Thatcher Demko with 32. Igor Shesterkin with 30. Connor Hellebuck with 30 or 29. Jake Onger with 28. Ilya Sorokin with 27. Connor Ingram with 26. And Sergei Bobrovsky, Stuart Skinner, John Carlson, Tristan Jarry, Eunice Corpusalo, Frederick Anderson, Darcy Kemper, all tie with 25 wins to round out your top 10. For shutouts, we have Cam Talbot and Sergei Bobrovsky with 5. Then Thatcher Demko, Frederick Anderson, and Igor Shesterkin with 4. Then for save percentage for a starter is Ilya Sorokin. Then with a 2-1 or a 9-1-2 or a 9-2-1 with also Cam Talbot getting a 9-2-1. And then Igor Shesterkin with a 2-9 or 9-1-9. And then Goals against for starter is Alexander Gorgiev with a 2.57. Then behind him is Ilya Sorokin with a 2.58. And then behind him is Cam Talbot with a 2.63. Skaters, we have Connor Bedard with 69, Leo Carlson with 43, Marco Rossi with 36, Dmitry Vronkov with 34, Adam Fantilli with 32, Matthew Nyes with 29, Connor Zerbe with 28, Luke how do you say his name again? Ingeslista or whatever. I know how to say it, but not at the moment, apparently. Ties with Bobby Brink with 27. Then Ridley Gregg at 10th to round out your rookie skaters. At the trade deadline, that sort of suited what I liked because I want someone that's young, and at the trade deadline, like the youngest you would see is 27. They're sort of out of their prime, and I just don't want them. Nick Schmaltz, I have hold of him because I think he will hopefully grow. That's the only reason I have him on the team. But aside from that, we have Capo Caco here. He's not doing good. And then we have Lucas Reichel, which is doing good. So I think you know what we're going to do. Even though Lucas Reichel does not fit on the right wing, he will most likely play amazing between two amazingly young players that I've seen. Mad Sogard has gone up 1. And I'm just checking everything here. Jasper Wolsted's gone up 1. Here it looks like no one has gone up except Lucas Reichel, which was at 80 or 78 and now an 81. Didn't check the defense here. I believe Cam York possibly went up 1. I believe he was an 82, now an 83. And the defense here, don't see anything. And go into offense. Atu Rata, I believe, has came up a bit. Josh Stone came up a bit. And that looks like sort of everyone. So surprisingly, we get into the playoffs with a record of 40, 30, and 12. How we made it here, I have no idea. But we did. In front of us is Winnipeg Jets with a 49, 29, and 4 record. Colorado is behind us with a 41, 32, 9 record. Then Dallas, Nashville, Chicago, Minnesota, and St. Louis. Whole entire league, Los Angeles, Tampa, Toronto, Calgary, Winnipeg, New York for your 100-point getters. And then for the rest of the top 10, Florida, Vegas, Vancouver, and Anaheim. Last person to get in is the Islanders at 19. And we were 14th, the third last to get in. Now for your top 10 in the worst sort of spot is St. Louis, San Jose, Philadelphia, Washington, Edmonton, Minnesota, Detroit, New Jersey, Pittsburgh, Columbus, and Seattle. Goals for per game: Toronto, New York, Tampa. And then goals against per game is New York, Los Angeles, Florida. Points for us: Clayton Keller with 84. Nick Schmaltz with 67. Mathis Mackey with 63. Same with Josh Norris. Pilik Dubois with 52. Same as Kirill Marchenko. Lawson Krause with 45. Ridley Gregg has 37. Shane Doan with 36. Alex Newhook with 27. Janice Moser has 27. Dylan Gunther with 26. Same with Cam York. Logan Cooley with 21. Yuso Valimaki with 18. Kevin Bal with 8. Victor Soderstrom with 8 too. And Lucas Reichel with 5. Then for goaltenders, we have Jonas Korpisalo with a 31, 23, 10 record with 4 shutouts, a 9-1-0, and a 2-8-7. Then Jasper Wallstedt sort of smartened up with a 9-7-2 record, 0 shutouts, a 9-0-3, and a 3-18. For the NHL everyone in points, we have Austin Matthews with 107, William Nylander with 103, the only people with 100 points, David Pastrnak with 99, Mika Zibanejad with 98, Mitchell Marner with 95, Tage Thompson with 94, Brad Marchand with 93, Cole Caulfield, Johnny Gaudreau, both with 92. Then Connor Bedard, Patrick Kane, Artemi Panarin, all tie at 91 to round out your top 10 in points. Then for goals, we have Cole Caulfield with 53, Mika Zibanejad with 51, David Pastrnak with 47, Austin Matthews with 47, and David Pastrnak with 48, sorry. William Nylander with 46, Connor Bedard with 45, Jeff Skinner with 41, Patrick Laine, Johnny Gaudreau, both with 40, then Timo Meier, Alex DeBrincat, Nikita Kucherov, Nathan McKinnon, all have 39 to round out your top 10 in goals. Defenseman Adam Fox with 86 or 89. Cale Makar with 87. Erik Karlsson with 77. Josh Morrissey with 75. Jared Spurgeon with 74. Charlie McAvoy with 73. Rasmus Dahlin with 69. Seth Jones with 67. Morgan Riley with 65. Victor Hedman, Vince Dunn, both tie at 63 to round out your top 10 for defensemen. There's Andrei Vasilevsky with 45. Connor Hellebuck with 44. Cam Talbot with 42. Jacob Markstrom and Thatcher Demko both have 40 wins. Igor Shesterkin with 39. John Gibson with 36. Ilya Samsonov with 34 or 35. Frederik Andersen, Ilya Sorokin both have 34 to round out your top 10 in wins. And then for shutouts, Sergei Bobrovsky with 6. Then Cam Talbot, Thatcher Demko, Connor Hellebuck, Ilya Sorokin, and Stuart Skinner with all 5. Save percentage for a starter is Ilya Sorokin with a 9.20. Then Frederik Andersen with a 9.17. Tied with Connor Hellebuck. And then goals against average for starter is Ilya Sorokin with a 2.60. Then Alexander Georgiev with a 2.65. And then Frederik Andersen with a 2.72. Then for rookie skaters, Connor Hellebuck, I said Hellebuck, sorry. Connor Bedard with 60 or 91. And Connor Bedard's easily winning the Calder because Leo Carlson was 61, Marco Rossi with 54, Dmitry Voronkov and Adam Fantilli both with 43, Bobby Brink with 41, Matthew Knies with 36 or 39, tied with Pavel. Then Ridley Gregg with 37, Connor Zary, Luke Evangelista, like something like that. Evangelista. I just can't say it. Both tied with 34 to round out your top 10. Guess that everyone thought we know who we're going against, and we know they're a good team. The Colorado Avalanche, which they have Gabriel Landeskog, Nathan McKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, then Valerie, I believe it's Valerie, right? Nishkushin. Sorry if I'm saying names wrong. It's 3 a.m. as I'm recording this, so it's my bad. I'm a little tired. Ross Colton, Arturi Lehkonen, sorry. Miles Wood, Ryan Johansson, Logan O'Connor, Andrew Cogliano, Zach Parise, and Jonathan Drouin. Then for defense, they have Jonathan Toews, or Devon Toews, Cale Makar, Samuel Girard, Bo Byron, Jack Johnson, and Josh Manson. And then goaltending tandem is Pavel Francouz, whatever, and Alexander Gorgiev. I'm going to make a little bit of a change. I'm putting Logan Cooley on that third line, then Ridley Gregg on the second line, Alex Newhook on the fourth, and I said second, Ridley Gregg on the third, and Dylan Guenther on the second. We know what to do. We sim 4 games and hope for the best. We lose. We win. We win. We win. We lose. We lose. And we go to game 7 and we lose. How do we lose? How do we lose a 3-1 lead? That's sort of stupid. I want to see everyone's numbers. Well, we can see that no one performed at all for us. Dylan Guenther probably could wish a bit more for you, but that's whatever. Like, our first line was not putting, like, the big time players were not making big time moves. Because we have Mattis here with 4. Like, this first line, I think we're going to have to do some shifting around. Like, Nick Schmaltz is going to leave. The playoffs are done. The Stanley Cup champions, we lost to them, the Colorado Avalanche. Which I'm not as, like, really, because we lost to the eventual Stanley Cup champions. And the Bridgeport Islanders win the Calder Cup. Now, for the draft lottery, Seattle jumping from 11 to 1. Then it's Seattle or San Jose, St. Louis, Philadelphia, Washington, Edmonton, Minnesota, Ottawa, New Jersey, San Jose, Columbus, Chicago, Ottawa, Nashville, Dallas, and Montreal. Now for retired players, Zach Parise goes. Then Brian Little, Alex, Brent Seabrook, Artem, Anton Strawman, Justin, Leo, Laurie, PEB, and then Corey, Konachar. To awards, and we know the Colorado Avalanche won the Stanley Cup. Then Los Angeles, we of course know, wins the President's Trophy. Then in the Stanley Cup Finals, it was Colorado and Tampa Bay. So we had a 2021-20 rematch. Wow. Then in individual, Austin Matthews wins the Art Ross. Mika Zibanejad wins the Hart. James Norris goes to Cale Makar. Lady Byng goes to David Pastrnak. Calder goes to, of course, Connor Bedard. Conn Smythe goes to Nathan MacKinnon. Vezina goes to Ilya Sorokin and the William Jennings. Bill Masterton goes to Siegenthaler. Jack Adams goes to us. Frank Selke goes to Sidney Crosby. Ted Lindsay goes to Mika Zibanejad. And Maurice Richard goes to Cale Makar, what am I saying? Cole Caulfield. Now at our first pick at the 18th overall, we are not going to go for this guy or Henry Muse or Clark Caswell or this guy, which I know doesn't go into anything. But we're going to pick up Luke Misa. He's supposed to go 24th, but I've seen what this man can get to, and it's pretty dang well nice. So Luke Misa, welcome to the Arizona Coyotes. There's this guy, Simon Zether, and I trust this. I trust that he is at least an elite medium. So gonna put that in, and he's a top 6 forward, so I mean it's whatever. Now with the 42nd pick, we are going to grab Adam Jacko, and he's a top 6 forward. I'm only going to grab the people that have sort of looked for, and the person that I'm going to grab is Ryerson. That is most likely a elite medium goaltender. So make that pick, and he's a starter medium. That's whatever. Now for my next one, I sort of just seen, I'm just sort of looking a bit now. But I know I just said, I'm doing this and blah, 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 but I've seen Noah Vale here. I've drafted him before, and it's off camera. He's gone to be an amazing goaltender for me before. So, Noah, you're coming on to this team. Then the 82nd pick, I ain't trading that for Chris Tanev, you nuts. Decline trade. And the person that I want to pick should obviously not be taken. And yep, it's this Pedro Greening that is hopefully an elite medium. And he's a top 60. Holy God, that's bad. And now for my last pick that I'm going to do. It's this top 6 player, which is supposed to go one of the last spots in the draft. I think possibly the last. And he's supposedly going to be a top 6 forward low. And he's a top 6 forward. Not bad. Now we're going to try to get rid of our last pick in this draft, our 4th overall, for Carolina's next year's 3rd. And they accept, which is, I think that's stupid. Re-sign phase, and Mirchenko is wanting quite a bit now. I'm sort of thinking that $5 million he was asking for was pretty good before. What is Moser wanting? Yeah, we're gonna qualify him And I guess what we could do is 6 straight. Or 7 straight, sorry. Do a 7x7. He decided to reject over 500k, so let's go to 2-7 or 7-2. Says no. So what if we do 2-4 just to sort of, if he says no to 200k, okay, he says yes. And this team is sort of looking alright. But I'm going to trade Moser if he doesn't really smarten up. Okay, oh, there's Reichel here. What does he want? You know what? I'll pay that fully. I'll give you 3 million. Just to, make you happy. And I gave him 8 million, or 8 years, which is probably a bad idea. Could have gotten him less, probably. Reichel says yes. Brandon Duhaime says yes. Travis Barron says yes. Jan Janik says yes. John Leonard, says yes. Cameron Cotty said yes, or Crotty. Nate Smith said yes. Jeremy Landglosson, or whatever, says yes. Rasmus says yes. Manic Landroy says yes. And that should be everyone. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to send Nick Schmaltz over to Calgary for Andrei Kuzmenko and a 7th. They say no. What if we get rid of the 7th? They say no still. But if I go down a bit at a 6th, they say no. What if I add a 4th? They reject. I don't know why they're being a little picky right now. A 5th. I will do a 6th. They say no, and I'm dropping this trade. They say yes, though. I'm going to trade Moser to the Vegas Golden Knights. Only reason I'm doing this is because they're cap tight and will not be able to sign him. And I will get a 2nd and a 3rd, and hopefully that's a 1st rounder and a 6th out of this. They say no. What about this? They say no. I want to get at least like 2 picks. So what if we get Vegas 4th? No. Go down 2 and they say no. But they accept for the 2nd. So now for your lines, we have Andrei Kuzmenko, Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Clayton Keller, sorry. Kirill Marchenko on the 2nd line with Logan Cooley and Matis Maseli. Then Lucas Reichel, sorry. Josh Norris, Lawson Krause, and then Alex Newhook, Ridley Gregg, and Dylan Gunther. Then I'm going to have to probably trade for a couple defensemen, but we have Cam York, Shane Dursey, then Victor Soderstrom, Juuso Valimaki, then Kevin Ball, and Michael Hesslering. So I don't know. Then for goaltenders, we have Jasper Wallstedt at 85, Jonas Korpisalo at 84. Couldn't come up for the NHL team this year is Matt Sogard, of course. Then Jack McBain, Baron Hayden, Capo Caco, which is still an 80, I may add. Brandon Duhame. Ryan Reeves. Aturata. And the one thing I'm going to be doing, and you guys probably thought, why would he make that trade, is for Pierre-Luc Dubois. I'm taking on a $8.2 million contract. I'm now going to play him on the top line, where he's going to roughly get to like an 86, possibly 87. I believe what he was at before he had this drought or whatever. And I'm going to trade him away for like amazing players, which possibly would be cheaper. But that is the end of this episode. This is season 1 of 8 for the Arizona Coyotes franchise mode. And I will see you guys Monday for year 2 of this. And I'm Stuart.Proud signing out. Have a wonderful day or night